So Rhett McLaughlin helped me pass one of my classes, and I got kidnapped by a bus driver. So the hair has been sent. Here's proof. Well, goodbye, friends. So to all of you who are making fun of me in person and on the internet, it's gone. I did it, okay? We finally got that covered. Hey guys, so today I thought I'd try something a little bit different. I'm definitely not a storytime YouTuber by any means. My life isn't nearly exciting enough for that. But I've had a couple of these stories that I've wanted to tell, and neither of them were long enough for me to be able to dedicate an entire storytime video to them. So I thought I'd put both of them in this video since they're like kind of related and they're just fun little stories. We'll see how it goes. We're playing it by ear today. Okay, so the first story starts on February 9th, 2017. Some kid had tweeted Rhett and Link asking them for help on his chem final that was coming up, and Rhett had given some kind of advice about baking soda and vinegar equals volcano. So I thought on a whim that I would just tweet him asking him for help on my upcoming heat transfer exam. I did not expect this to get any attention. I just figured I was tweeting into the void. And about an hour later, I got a Twitter notification from Rhett McLaughlin, and he had replied to my tweet, and I died a little bit. I freaked out. I started flushing. My jaw dropped. I ran into my living room. I showed my mom, and then I collapsed on the floor. So I was really chill about it. I have screen caps that I will put here as proof so you guys know that none of my story times are fake, as if you doubted me to begin with. I get that some people think that we shouldn't put stuff like this up on a pedestal, but really, the only reason I was so excited is because I really wasn't expecting a response. People like Rhett or Link or any celebrity get thousands of tweets every single day, and just to be noticed and to have something funny pop into your feed, it just really brightened my day, and I love it, and I look at it all the time. But ironically enough, that class, after that advice that he gave me, yielded some of the best grades I got all semester. That was one of my best classes, and I totally wasn't even expecting it. So, thanks Rhett, you helped me pass heat transfer. Okay, so that class wasn't all just burritos and happiness. It was also one of the reasons that I pulled the longest all-nighter I've ever pulled in my entire life. I have a huge procrastination problem, and we had this huge term project that was coming up, and of course, none of our group members had done anything until the very last day, and somehow it fell on me to do all of the calculations, and I had to do a disgusting amount of math all night long. I actually live tweeted the entire all-nighter, and I'll leave a link to that thread down in the description below, but all you need to know is that by 10 a.m. I had been up for 24 hours, and my presentation, I didn't have to give that until early evening. Ugh. So I actually called my parents halfway through the day just to be like, I'm tired, and just complain about, my life. And my dad actually told me, he's like, hey, when you're done with the presentation, you can give me a call and we'll come pick you up. I don't want you getting on the wrong bus. And I was like, Dad, I'm tired, but I'm not stupid. There's no way I'm going to get on the wrong bus. And I told him, I was like, if it really seems like it's bad, I'll call you, but I think I'm going to be fine. Thank you, though. So I go about the rest of my day, I give the presentation, it's fine, but I am ready to go home. I had been out for 34 hours at this point. That's insane. So I get on the bus and I call home so then my parents can come pick me up from the bus stop. I tell them I'm on the right bus and I'm headed home, feeling good. I'll see you in a little bit. hang up on the phone, and I started to feel a little bit tired, which is totally normal for me. I mean, obviously totally normal because I'd also been up for 34 hours, but usually I do kind of take a nap on the bus after a long day at school. So I closed my eyes, took a little nap. My stop is the end of the line, so usually I'll either wake up before then, or I've also had random strangers wake me up because, I'm trash. Welcome to Trademark Trash, where I fall asleep on the bus all the time. I don't wake up to, a bus turning, and I don't wake up to a stranger. I wake up to a phone call from my mom. So I answer it. I'm really out of it. And she asked me, she's like, hey, are you gonna be here sometime soon? I've already seen 2 of your buses come through and you haven't gotten off on either one and they've already left. And I looked out and I was like, yeah. We're almost there, but I'll see you in a little bit. And she's like, alright, bye. I start looking around and nothing looks familiar. So I start thinking, like, alright, maybe I'm just super out of it. I just took like a 30-minute nap and I've been awake for like 34 hours. You're fine. And then we get on the highway, which doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Either way, it doesn't happen. So this is where I realized something's wrong and maybe I should call my mom back. So I call her back and I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm on the highway and I don't know where we're headed. So she's like, well, what are you gonna do? So I pulled on the stop request cord and the bus driver flips out because I'm not supposed to be on the bus. That was the end of the line and he is supposed to check and make sure that everybody got off the bus, but because I was curled up in the corner sleeping, he didn't see me, and now he's headed on the highway, God knows where, and I'm out of it because I had just woken up. So he pulls off on the nearest exit on the highway, and I'm standing at the doors, and he turns back and he's like, are you sure you want me to drop you off here? And I was like, yeah, no, this is fine, this is perfect, thank you, I'm sorry. So he drops me off, I step off, and then I kind of realize I'm kind of familiar with where I am, but I'm not super familiar with the area, and I've just been left on like an overpass. Like the street was going over the highway, and there's like a bridge, and I was just like on this bridge. In the middle of nowhere, at like 7 p.m. on a Wednesday, casual. I'm on this overpass, I'm still on the phone with my mom, I'm trying to figure out how to meet up with her so I can go home. And just out of curiosity, I look at the bus just to see where it was headed. It was headed to the station where all the buses park for the night. For the night. Can you imagine if that bus driver never actually checked? Because he already thought that everybody was off the bus, and I had just stayed asleep in this bus and woken up in the middle of the night in a locked bus. I would have flipped out. I eventually met up with my mom. I got some McDonald's. I went home, and I slept for like 11 hours. I'll actually I have my Fitbit sleep recording for that time, and I'll put that up here so you can see that I wasn't lying, because there's a whole period that day that's missing. That's not just because I forgot to wear it, that's because I didn't sleep all day. So there's proof, and there's also proof of me recuperating from that, sleeping for 11 hours, best 11 hours of sleep I've ever gotten in my entire life. And I've gotten lots of 11-hour periods of sleep, but that was the most needed, definitely. Wow, that was like a whirlwind. Okay, I don't think there is much else to say other than Rhett McLaughlin helped me pass heat transfer and I got kidnapped by a bus driver temporarily. Clickbait? Kind of. Do you still love me? No? It's okay. I don't either. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this story time didn't suck too bad. I don't know. It's new. I'm better at telling stories in person. If you ever want to meet up, I'll tell you the story, and I guarantee it'll be funnier than what you just watched. Honestly, the support that we've received so far has been overwhelmingly positive, and it's just been making our days and just giving us something to look forward to, checking the stats, coming up with video ideas. Just been so fulfilling so far, and we appreciate every single one of you. Hopefully you still stick around with us all the way up to December, where things will actually get really exciting and cool because we'll be in the same place, and Rhett and Link will also be in that same place, and like our worlds are gonna explode. It's gonna be great. Feel free to check out all of our social media. We just got an Instagram. We'll have that linked down in the description below. Hallie and I, both of our Twitter accounts are down there. Our Tumblr account is down there. We'll have a link to our Good Mythical Summer playlist. Will also be down below. I don't know what else to say. You know, get your pocket tees, get all of your mythical merch. There's a summer sale happening right now. RhettandLink.com/store. Rhett and Link, if you just want to sponsor us, I'll just keep plugging your store. I used Link's Peculiarly Perfect Peanut Butter Peppermint Lip Balm just before this. I have my Good Mythical beanie. Hell yeah. This is selling out, people, and so is this shirt, so get them while the getting's good. I don't know, I don't have a good closing thing, and I feel like the bye is so overused, but like at this point, what else can you do other than bye? Here? Are you sure you want me to drop you off here? And I was like, rude.